Taoiseach Micheál Martin and other European leaders have strongly condemned a video shared online by Israel's National Security Minister in which he appears to be taunting activists from the Global Sumud Flotilla. A number of Irish citizens, including sister of President Catherine Connolly, are among hundreds of activists who arrived to the port of Ashdod after being forcibly detained by Israeli authorities. The Taoiseach said the footage was shocking, disgraceful and disgusting.
An Israeli naval ship arrived into Ashdod port today on board the activists who were detained earlier this week. They were met by Israel's National Security Minister Ben-Gvir, who posted this video online, taunting the detainees, kneeling, their hands tied behind their backs. At one point he says, "Welcome to Israel." Earlier in the footage, Irish woman Katrina Graham shouts out and is pushed down.
Free, free Palestine!
This evening, her mother told RTE News that she was appalled at her daughter's treatment.
Katrina and her colleagues in the flotilla are so brave and they deserve our support. I hope that this video, which is so distressing, is a good turning point for the government and for the EU to actually take more action and to speak out more.
The scenes have been condemned by many, including by governments whose citizens are being held.
We're appalled and shocked at the behaviour of Minister Ben-Gvir in respect of how he heckled and mocked essentially and insulted people on the Sumud Flotilla, and also the manner in which they've been tied with hands tied behind their back and so on. It's shocking footage.
And in what's seen as a rare rebuke, the Israeli PM criticised his colleague. In a statement, Benjamin Netanyahu said the way Minister Ben-Gvir dealt with the flotilla activists is not in line with Israel's values and norms. He said he instructed the relevant authorities to deport them as soon as possible. This evening in the Knesset, the minister at the centre of this controversy defended his actions. The detainees still being held. Conor Hunt, RTE News.
Oh, well, we can speak now to the Minister for Foreign Affairs, Helen McEntee, who joins us from our Oireachtas studio. Minister, this video has caused outrage and upset. How many Irish citizens are being detained, and what is this government doing to get them out of there?
Well, firstly, I mean, look, this is utterly appalling footage that we've seen. The very fact that we have a government minister from the Israeli government taunting and goading innocent citizens and civilians that have been illegally detained. It's completely unacceptable, and I welcome the fact that other countries like Ireland have condemned these actions and have called for the immediate release of our citizens. We've been engaged with the Israeli authorities from the moment that the first boats were intercepted. That's 2 days ago now at this stage, and we have been very clear that we need access to all of our citizens so we can speak directly to them. We haven't been granted that access as of yet, but we've been very clear, and our focus and my priority is making sure that we can speak directly to them, and importantly that we can ensure that they are safe, that they are well, and that we can get them home as soon as possible.
Are you clear on the number of Irish activists that are being detained there?
There are 15 Irish activists, and as of now, my understanding and our understanding is that all 15 are being detained. This obviously has happened over a number of days. You had 55 boats and 400 plus people overall, but 15 Irish citizens we know were part of the flotilla, and the 15 we believe are now being detained. Where they will be taken to, though, because the last time this happened, they were taken to a detention centre a number of hours away. We're not clear yet whether that will happen or whether they will be released, and whether we will, my embassy and team on the ground, be able to engage with them directly and get them home before it gets to that point.
Italy, France, the Netherlands, Spain, Canada, they've all summoned the Israeli ambassador in their countries. We don't have an Israeli ambassador in this country anymore because they closed the embassy because of what they said were Ireland's hostile policies. How do you make objections, or who do you make objections to when we are at a diplomatic loss?
So while the Israeli ambassador is not here, we obviously have ambassadors on the ground in Israel. So our ambassador, who I spoke to this morning, has been engaging directly with authorities on the ground in Israel. So we do have that correct direct contact point. So while the ambassador was removed from Ireland, we have a team still on the ground, and we are engaging directly with them. We are raising the exact same concerns and protestations as other countries have. But if I could say, I mean, this has to be a turning point for all of us. within Europe. Ireland has consistently for some time now said that we need a more unified response, because while this is one Israeli minister, this is symptomatic of the entire Israeli government and actions that they have taken, not just what we've seen in Gaza, but what we're seeing happening with the reintroduction of the death penalty, with the annexation in the West Bank. And we have made movements. Finally, last week, we had sanctions imposed on violent settlers. And I would hope, again, with the engagement I'm having with colleagues, that the next council meeting, we will have a vote on imposing stronger sanctions. We have to respond to this effectively. It can't be words at this stage.
OK, Minister Helen McAtee, thank you for joining us this evening.